This morning, we are honored to have 4 distinct Maker educators who are going to give some short talks for you to show you how Maker education can work in many different areas, from TK through alternative education. And each of these speakers is going to share why making works in their particular situation. So the first speaker we're going to have is Catherine Urich. Catherine is a TK teacher here in Sonoma County in Healdsburg, and she's been a teacher for 25 years, but has just started making in the last few years and has had amazing success, so much so that when we did a Maker Summer Institute 2 years ago, she came back during the follow-up day and shared with us, and we were all blown away by what she did with TK students. And I think it's an inspiration to everyone about what making can be in that area. So without further ado, let's have Catherine take the stage.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, there I'm up. I don't know about you, but when I start something new, the hardest part about starting something new with new ideas is trusting that I can do it, being really afraid I'm going to fail, and having the motivation to actually jump in the water and get to work. So last year I did the Maker Institute at SCO, and then I instituted Make Mondays. It was just 1 year, just this past year. And which one do I push to make it go forward? Thank you. So for the beginning, I did go to the institute that Matt was just talking about, and we had to design something to be part of it. So I designed a shoe tying machine because it had to be something useful in your classroom. And it worked 50% of the time. But it didn't work when people were watching very much. And no kid could ever use it. I did a lot of studying, and there's a Make Manifesto. And at the bottom of it, it says, take it and make it in your own words. So this is my Make Manifesto for my TK class. And it's a lot of the stuff that, Alan? No, what was the guy's name who spoke yesterday, the Make Man?
Dale.
Dale. A lot of the stuff he was talking about. We make to feel whole. We are in what we make. We can't make and not share. We are satisfied when we make. We learn when we make. We're playful, surprised, proud, excited when we make. And we learn to change things when we make, learn to use lots of tools, and it's not copycatting, it's sharing ideas. So my idea for starting Make in my classroom was to let kids lead. I wasn't going to make projects for them to do, I was going to let them lead. So the very first project I did, I wanted them to make something that blows in the wind. I made a sample of it. I said, go and do it. And they went and did the same thing I did. They stuck a stick in some clay, put some stuff off the top of it, and the fan was there and it blew. And that's because I was scared. I was scared to let them make. But their dictations carried me along. Their dictations were things like, I made a helicopter that flies up in the sky and rescues people. I made an airplane. I made something that pulls the water up out of the ground. I made a flag. I made decorations for a party. So that's what all that stuff is. So then, to get started, gotta have a lot of stuff. You have to collect it, you have to store it. I would do this without volunteers. I was blessed with volunteers, but if I had started again and I didn't have volunteers, I don't have volunteers this year, I will still do Make. And then I had to convince myself. And the little girl right there, her first day in Make, she made herself. And that's what we do every time we make. I made me. And she's hugging her toilet paper too. Gems on it. So my classroom setup is, there's a spot over here most of the week, and it has stacks of boxes with containers inside with stuff. Lots of stuff. And on Make Monday, the stuff comes out and it gets set up in places around the room, generally on the floor. and it's available. We got some cool stuff because parents donated stuff like a little hand drill, but that didn't matter. It barely got used. It was the glue guns. It was the glue guns that were the most empowering in TK. So really, my classroom setup is just a bunch of junk everywhere. It's kind of sorted. There's the cardboard pile, there's the this pile, there's the tape pile, there's the gem pile, but really. And so I made these little forms. There's my first one. And it was, you could try these different things if you wanted to, or do whatever you wanted. And these were kids who were 4 years old who just came out of preschool. Some of them ran and made sure they got a mark on every single one of those sections so they could be done. That's sad. Some of them sat down in one place and worked for 45 minutes. And when I said, okay, we've got to clean up now, they were scared because they hadn't done everything. That was sad. That's what I was working against. Preschool. You guys, a lot of you guys are way past TK, and you're working against all that gotta get done stuff. Anyway, we got through it. I adjusted my plans and really did open it up for them to make what they wanted. So this is what it looks like when they're making in my classroom. There are parents here and there. There's stuff everywhere. Everything is something. I don't always know what it is, but they make stuff. And if you talk to them about it, they are extremely articulate. The articulation that the children get from making things and talking about it is probably one of the #1 educational things that happens in my classroom, because if they can talk, if they can speak, if they can describe, if they can tell you how they did it, if they have a process, they're pretty intelligent and they are very capable. So here's some of their stuff. You can see them making, trying out things. So these little guys thought it would be great to just make noise. And then I said, you guys, because it was, I have this noise sensitivity thing, and yeah, this was a lot of noise. And then I realized, you can see it, I mean, if you stop and look, that's why I took a picture. They're making music. They're writing songs and making music. So we did a Make Music Monday after that, and everybody made music, and we did most of it outside. There was an eclipse last year. Let's do what's going on. Set up a projector, projected it across the room. They had all kinds of stuff, and they made shadows. They had transparent shadows. They had opaque shadows. They had shadows that made colors. Okay, this was fun. They made moon boots. This was a fad. It went on for weeks. Iterations, testing out new things, making something that works. They tried out the drill the first day. Parents were helping. And then I have, for documentation, I was really afraid to do make in my classroom. I was really afraid. I was afraid I was going to get in trouble for doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing at school, so I better document it so they can really get on me. So I came up with make folios, and they were the hardest things to give to the kids. And I wish I had them to show you. I did bring 2. I'll have them here tomorrow. I tried to collect several. I emailed my parents from last year, and I got a couple back. But they're just amazing to go from the first of the year to the end of the year and see what the children did and how they grew in everything, in their ability to plan, in their ability to speak, in their design, in their thinking, in their coloring. Anyway, I'm not going to show you make folio because this is a short talk. But there was a lot of, the growth was amazing. The cooperation, they started out working individually and then kind of worked towards working with other people, went through the thing about copying, realized copying wasn't copying, it was sharing ideas, started sharing ideas with each other. There was a little girl, Valentina, who didn't speak any English when she came in the classroom. She couldn't recognize her name, she couldn't write, and she could make. And the things she made were so incredible, the other girls wanted to make them too. So Valentina's status went from there to here. And her English went from there to here. And her friendships went from there to here. And she didn't cry anymore when she came to school. And that's just a little story, but these stories are what's important. It's important to touch the hearts and reach the children and connect with them. And so, you know, all these things happen. Here they are blowing on some musical instruments they made. At the end of the year, we did careers, and the children could pick what career they wanted and who they wanted to work with. And these culminated in iMovies that we made. They made all their props, they did their storyboards, they did this over several Make Mondays. We had some visitors from SCO when we were working on them. Casey and Berlin came in. Anyway, these are the police officers and security guards. They made handcuffs with the tops of yogurt containers. You know, they cut the circle out and connected them with pipe cleaners. These are the firefighters. Their fire truck's not finished yet. There's Valentina, she's the girl firefighter. There's some stuff. Beautiful, incredible, wonderful things that I don't have to throw away. Their parents do. And there's a movie. This is the astronaut iMovie, and this was an incredible piece of work. I didn't help do any of it. There was a parent who came in and volunteered and kind of watched the boys as they worked around it. We have 7 different iMovies. You can look at them sometime when you're not jamming up the Wi-Fi. Bubble wrap. We're not going to watch this next one. Okay. How do I get back to my slideshow? Here. Oh, there's something at the end still. Anyway, my idea about making is that what the kids make needs to be substantial. It needs to be something they want to share, and it needs to be something they're attached to, that they care about, that's important to them. And that kind of guides my teaching. And she makes because she can. And she's got her superpower. I think it throws water, that tube taped to her arm, and she's got her little cape on. So that's my incredible journey with Make for 1 year. And I'm really looking forward to the school year starting this year because I get to teach on Make Mondays again. I'm only going to work half time, but I will be there for Make Monday. Thank you.